One woman, that's it.
Yes.
That didn't come from the black culture.
Yeah, well, show me what? Show me in the Bible. All the
What
patriots.
was King
Look,
Solomon?
check this out, brother. All the patriots. King Solomon is most definitely black. He's most definitely Hebrew Israelite. You know what I'm saying? No, but he had too many wives. Now, you can't have exceeding wives, and they made him turn his heart. Now, he had 700 wives and 300 concubines.
Oh,
that
wow.
is way too damn much.
Okay.
That's a lust issue.
So is there a limit?
There is no limit, but there is, you know, when you're doing too much. For instance, there's only 365 days in a year. You have 700 wives and you have 300 concubines. You can't even hit all your wives and concubines within 1 year. Even if you do 3 a day, you still can do. So that's way too much. That's way too much. But what I'm saying is when you get into monogamy, the only person in consciousness of people that make that force and put a law on that is the European. Period. You can't go. No, you can't touch nowhere, no more place, any place on this planet other than European and Roman constructs and Greco-Roman structures. Them the only people that do that with a force. Now, am I saying it's a sin to have one woman? No, it's not.
No, of course.
Bishops. You see what I'm saying? Deacons, according to Scripture, when you get into the Bible.
But the reason you would not have just one woman is because...
So the reason why I wouldn't have one woman is because I'm trying to build my nation, I'm trying to build up Israel, and I'm building an empire within itself.
So more women, he's more fertile, he's building.
Yes, exactly. And I'm trying
one woman with 2-3 babies, he got 7 women pregnant.
Imagine if I got 5 wives and all of them was pregnant at one time. You know how much generational wealth that is?
So what about the jealousy of a woman?
So
how does that come to stop that evil?
And once the woman strip her mindset of European oppression,
that's true.
Once the woman, once the woman strip her mindset, see the Negro woman strip her mindset of European structure, because if you go
the jealousy.
Because if you go over into our nations and where we come from, ancient Mesopotamia and Africa and Jerusalem, if you look and you actually study the analytics of our culture, they didn't move like that. Now, did jealousy creep in? Yes, it did. You see that with Sarah and Hagar. We seen a little jealousy was there, but we had ways to alleviate that, because we had certain laws and stipulations that kept our asses in check. For instance, it's a sin for a woman to be jealous of another woman. It's a sin for a brother to covet another brother, or a woman to covet another woman. You see what I'm saying? So it was certain laws put in place to keep our mindset in check. But this European have endorsed. They have endorsed this mindset that the black woman got today. They cool with it. They promote it. They put it all on TVs. They show them shaking their asses with nothing on the TV. They give them food stamps to make them feel independent. They give them public housing and welfare to make them feel independent.
We don't need that black nigga.
Yeah, we don't need that nigga. So now I can go find me one that's for me, and I'm gonna use my body and my seductive ways and energy to do so. Look, this is what I'm saying. All I'm saying is this, Queen. We are straight fabricated product, subconsciously made by the white man. That's what we are. We are a product. Think about what we eat. Think everything we do is against us. And I'm not knocking you, a beautiful sister. Where did weave even come from? Where did we put? You see what I'm saying? Like, if you get down into everything that we do, makeup, the lining of the eyebrows. Sister, let's keep it real. This is shit that was taught to you that you've seen. Because if you get back into our culture in Africa, we embrace the natural things that Yahweh gave us. That natural hair, that afro that grows towards the sun, that melanin in your skin, the thick eyebrows, the little hairs you grow under your armpits. They teach Romo-Grecan ways teach you how to shave and be bald.
Wax it.
Yeah, wax it. And why would you want to have a baby vagina anyway? That's pedophilia to me. I don't want a woman with no hair on her vagina.
I like it hairy, boy. You know what I mean?
I want to.
We said that. I mean, to cut you off again, brother, because my girlfriend is an esthetician. She waxes all day. I can't stand that.
Let Marty ask.
I appreciate like your conversation, and I like how your energy is, and I like what you guys are promoting.
Oh, praise.
But like, it has nothing to do with jealousy for me as a woman, but like, I just feel like your attention could be going so many different places. Meanwhile, my attention and her attention and her attention and her attention is all going towards you. Exactly, that's what it's supposed to be. Okay. That's the culture and that's the construct. Do me a favor. Let's just
woman, man, you came from my rib, right?
Yes.
You look outside.
You
came from my rib.
Let's go to First Corinthians.
So you're supposed to be up under me.
But all these other, the 5 are like they're being spread of all your So they're getting less of
Say
you.
1 Corinthians.
Okay,
First Corinthians chapter 11. No. So
come from the Bible.
For instance, you can never love each woman the same. All of y'all are y'all have your own individualities, your own consciousness, and y'all bring something different to the cultural consciousness of the black man. So you might offer something that the other one don't offer. Man, only the European mindset of a Negropean man will search out the same exact woman. Only thing that we're supposed to be searching out for a woman that's the same exact is her righteousness and her submissiveness. Everything else is supposed to be different. You might bring me a different type of piece. You might be a sewer. She might be a cooker.
Oh my God.
She might you see what this creating? This creating group and family economics. Like it's not about the sex and the intention. It's about building back up our nation because we have been lost. We have been given over to homosexuality. All of us is in prison houses. Half of us is gang banging on the street corners. Half of us is crackheads, dope boys. Our women is being prostitutions in strip clubs doing all things. So the nation of the Hebrew Israelite nation is fully collapsed. So the only way we can build that fast and get it back together is through polygyny. That's another avenue. Now, am I saying that's the only way? No, I'm not. But is that a right and sensible way? Yes, it is, because we seen no practice and raise a nation like that in the biblical days. It's called the practical application of Torah.
Yes.
What's the fastest way to build an army and to build a nation? We've seen how Israel was built. That came from 4 women.
Yes.
You see that? So I see that a polygynous relationship, actually the 12 tribe of Israel came from that. And you see that we went in 70 souls and came out millions.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So
how did you spread all these black people?
I'm not thinking about it as
boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just using that example.
Boom, boom, boom,
These are different human beings. I'm thinking of
this is group economics. Yeah, I'm thinking
no feelings involved.
I'm thinking of more of a human being type.
No,
of
you have to think. So what is it? What is a human being? So human means to be you. Hue means to be black. A man is the thinking faculty of man. A being is meaning you're lively, you're here. So human means to think black or to think Israelite. The Israelite mindset don't think like that. The Israelite mindset is everything to flourish the nation and to please God while multiplying children. Our first command was go forth, be fruitful, and multiply.
Yeah, I'm going to be with one woman and 1 kid. 2 kids.
I mean, no. So
when I can have 1,
this is what I'm saying.
2, 3,
but look, this is
4.
what I'm saying. Brother.
For your jealousy, I'm going to lose my battle.
But see, this
right?
This is what I'm saying,
for your
brother.
jealousy, blood. Hey, Rogue, I'm getting tired of these jealous brothers. It ain't right. I'm not saying I want to be monogamous, but I feel that. It should be one for the cooking. You're my funny one. You're my woo. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
feel like property. That
property.
Okay. But the point, black queen.
Yes, because
I need to be treated as
so can I say something?
Oh wow, white man talking.
No, hold on,
class, hold on, calm down, man. Calm down.
White men talking. This is how I'm feeling inside.
Yeah, let us speak, though. Let us speak.
So for instance, what was the woman created for as far as scriptures? When you read in the book of Bereshit or the book of Genesis chapter 2, it says that the woman was created to be a helpmeet for her man. Now this is not knocking you, because this is where your true power at. In order for you to be helping your man, that means your man didn't have it all the way together. He needed a support system. Meaning that you had to be created with your own specific amount of intellect and wisdom and comfort to even be able to support him. So this is not knocking you, but I'm trying to tell you that your true beauty and your true power is in your submissiveness and in your lane. Your whole goal and the reason why you was created was to please your man. According to Genesis, your man was made to rule over you. You see what I'm saying? That don't make you less.
I don't have no problem. I can submit.
Okay. But you just don't want to submit when other women are submit.
Yes.
Right, and then let me just also say that I'm not on no welfare. I don't have no Section 8. I work hard and I do this all by myself. There's no man. Like
$2,200 a month.
So maybe if there was other men, like maybe somebody I could follow or somebody that could lead and be like, okay, let me take control. But
yeah. You just said ain't no man like. But see, that's the reason. Oh, look, Queen, check this out. That's
so that
the reason.
makes us stronger and be like, you know what? Let me get out here and let me hustle.
It's that independent mindset.
But that wasn't what he was saying.
No, but I had to.
He was saying build a tribe, meaning as children being.
But I just find it hard for the people, the men that I come across
to let a man.
But remember what
go
I'm
do
talking
that.
about, though, Queen. Psychological oppression and warfare. Our mindset has been jacked and robbed. We have been spoiled as a people. We have literally been given an identity.
How did you get to?
And literally, grab a hold of you? And how Yahweh grabbed a hold of me. I woke up one day. I was in that prison cell, and I decided. Enough is enough. I don't want to shoot brothers no more. I don't want to sell dope to my people no more. I'm tired of walking around and just having sex and laying with multiple women. You see what I'm saying?
Multiple
women. But multiple women. No, listen to me. Listen to me. No. Multiple women that I'm not married to. Multiple women that I'm not giving substance to. That I'm not being a provider and being a producer for. Women that I'm just putting my penis in and letting them go out the way. They sleep with other men, and then I'm coming right behind other men and sleeping with them.
Never.
So that psychological processing of the mindset is totally anti our culture. See that if you actually even get into scripture, even Christ talked against that. Once you he said that was Greco ways to divorce your wife just to get another. And back in our culture, if we wanted another wife, we just took her.
We just added up.
Yeah,
we just added to
our household. But
that sounds just like. You know what I mean?
Like, but it sounds like that because but the reason why this is what I'm saying. But the reason why you don't like that is the reason why you don't like that is because the psychological locks has been put on our people. It was made that I don't blame you for it because I know what we've been through as a people up under this European structure and construct. That's all I'm saying. So I don't blame you for that. But I'm saying once you truly, my whole thing is not to even convince you into a polygynous relationship. I can care less about polygamy, even though I practice it. I'm in it. I got multiple wives. My whole thing is to show you the love of Christ. My whole thing is to free you from bondage mentally and physically and spiritually. Then after that, it's to give you our culture. Once I give you our culture, it's gonna be up to you. It's a lot of people in the culture that still don't. They not against polygyny, but they not for it. It ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And we see that in the scripture. So to each his own. But don't be anti your culture. Though. That's all I'm saying. Don't be anti your culture.
If you don't believe into it, it's still more to it.
But
it made sense what he was saying.
It's most definitely part of the culture, but monogamous relationships is part of our culture too. That's all I'm saying. I just chose. Paul said, let every man have his own gift, and mine is to practice every different aspect of my culture.
And you give fruitfully to each
of course, one guy.
I need to know how.
It's easy. I mean, when a man is working with the Holy Spirit, he's not a man. He's part of the Elohim. He become more. He's a spiritual machine at this point. Wow. He got time to do.
That's hot.
Marlana, I can give you his number, or he can get your number, and y'all could go further on.
I don't know. That might turn into some other.
Yeah, that's it. So I want to give you. I'll give you.
He got his number. Yeah,
you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah. You'll get. It's not like what you think it is. It ain't like we just walking around and we got pet women sitting around drinking out of dog bowls.
He don't know. He don't know mine.
Why he go? We just got to the bottom of it.
Show that.
Look, she
want the number.
She thinking that we got women sitting around sipping out of dog bowls.
We
got more chains and shit like that. It ain't. No, we ain't whipped. No. Look, why would I raise my hand against my own flesh?
With that mouthpiece,
you know I don't do that.
It's over.
Yeah, no, I don't do that. Oh wait.
Related to him. So.
Look. With that mouthpiece you got, welcome to California. I see you soon, brother-in-law.
Hey, just because we cousins, you know what I'm saying, doesn't mean I'm him, man.
Manito, with that mouthpiece you got, welcome to California, brother-in-law.
You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Oh, my bad.
Hey, man, your cousin crazy.
Nah, bro. I'll see you in a minute. What, 2 months or so? I'm going to come over.
Mighty go. I'm going to cop my shoes.
Money gonna have her hair wrapped and everything. Say shalom. Shalom, King.
Shalom. Hey, Monty, I just want some beer, man. What's going on? No beer here. My husband's on the couch. That's to go to his C7.
Hey, we don't talk. We not Africans.
I know. That's a joke, bro. But nah, Monty's cool.
This dude is like he crazy.
Nah, give it a number, man. And I see him about a week or so.
You got 5.
Right there with your Jordan skipped out. Why you coming out the shop?
This house looking spick and span.
Yeah, for real. Because it's a mess right now. We need you.
Shut up.
Bro, we need you,
I'm
bro.
a single mom. Y'all better watch it.
Oh
She
my
needs you, bro.
goodness, man.
Nah, it's all good.
Hey, your life, man. You funny.
Nah.
You funny,
But the
bro.
sun about to get out.
It
We'll
ain't
make
bad.
sure.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what y'all talking
No,
about.
that's good. Hey, Marlon,
Don't
that's
exchange
good.
them.
We just messing with you. She cleaned it up.
Don't calm
Cleaned it up.
calm
We
down.
just messing with you,
Calm
boy.
down.
We messing with you.
Calm
Nah,
down,
she's
man.
single, bro. It's a joke, man.
Oh
You know what
my
it is? I'm keeping
goodness,
honest,
man.
bro. She been through a lot of
Oh
the
my
brothers that
God.
just every day I got to fight or
You
argue
never
with a
fought nobody
clown.
in your life.
What do you mean? Percy had to jump out on him.
Oh my
the
God.
Oakland nigga I disrespect.
20 years
He
ago.
was a clown doing
20
coke
years ago.
and in here, you feel me?
Yeah.
So she can't find, and that you can hear it in her voice. She's like, wait, I want to learn. And that is what I really...
How many accents do you
He's
have?
a
Like
please.
Asian right now.
I think that you are the right man. But she
You
needs...
tried to hook me up with 7 other
She gotta be a brew.
Hey, hold on.
Make her a brew.
You need to create a date. He's just a matchmaking heaven, man. He's just matchmaking.
I'm done.
Damn, that's
Brew,
funny.
get the
bro.
number, man, and make it right.
Oh
because
my
I would like
goodness.
to
I'm
talk
tired.
to women.
I'm
You
tired.
like to talk to the women, right,
That's what you need.
Marlon?
You need some women to talk to. I'm gonna give you a number that way, and you can hear from multiple women just to see how the culture really is,
Ooh,
and
that's
to see
deep.
what they head wraps and what they garments on, they fringes hanging at the
Oh,
bottom of
that's
their garments,
beautiful.
and it's a beautiful thing. Like when you truly tap into that and you get in touch with the Most High, like you gonna feel that real power, and you gonna find out that it's more powerful in being submissive and letting your king lead you, and him providing and him being a producer than you working sun up, sun down just to come home to still be submissive.
Yes.
See, that's the whole thing. We have to put you in a position where I leave you from all of that. That way you at home and the house is taken care of. You know what I'm saying? I go out and I be the producer and the provider. That way all your energy can go into helping me rule more. Because that's what Adam was created to do. He was created to rule and have dominance over the earth. You know what I'm saying? But he couldn't do that without his help me. That's all I'm saying.
Did you hear that? Or
And I heard
can
him.
you translate that back? Because that's the only way you listen to something. It's like a teacher. They tell
What
you
I
something.
heard you say was...
What did he hear?
I heard a minute.
Let's hear it. What did I say? Let's hear it.
What did he say?
That once I get into that environment, I'm going to want to feel
Yeah,
submissive and want to
exactly.
create and help him build in his
All praise. She got it.
hour.
She got it. That was good.
She got
But
it.
What?
is that what
No,
you would
no,
want?
no.
As a black
Marlon,
woman?
I'm your
Am I on
cousin.
camera?
Of course you are.
It's like
She had to turn the light on. She got to get the
So like,
She trying to
what do we think about that? I mean, I'm big bro. I'm keeping honest with you. I got to, from my opinion, I thought that was special.
yeah.
Because I understand, like, okay, multiple wives, that's an issue for a woman in any environment that's under the European ways of...
I call it a cationic environment.
You see
a
what I'm
toxic
saying?
environment created
You
by
see what I'm saying?
Europeans. Yeah.
And that increases jealousy, so every time you make a move, so
Yeah.
it's not really... it's unstable more when you worry about if the man's going to do it. But if you know the man is providing, and he has another wife or something like that, I understand what you're saying. But if he's providing,
I
you
can
stay
just
home, and he's, high queen.
Yeah, because what I'm doing is I'm giving you
red
vision.
things right.
So
You
the
know what I
whole
mean? It's just-
what the man does.
It's love.
So the man is the visionary, and his help me, his succor, his comfort, his woman is she have the wisdom to make the nicks and the cranny work. I have the $1 million dream. I go out and I produce and I make means to fund the dream. But you are my creative side. Men are very logical thinking. We think with the left side of our brain and our cerebellum. The woman think with her frontal lobe. So she's more of the spiritual aspect. Like we are more acidic in nature. Y'all are more alkaline in nature. Y'all more lively than us, because that's why the Bible correlates y'all with wisdom. So you will be my wisdom part. And that's why a man lays in his woman's bosom. Like what a man does with his woman, it's like it's crazy.
Yeah, it's a secret society almost.
You know what I'm saying? Because what you do is I have the vision and I got the means and the material for you to get it done. But the woman you take and she will make this shit happen. You give a strong black woman with the right consciousness that follow Yahweh $1 million, she will turn that shit into 5. What I mean about that, and if we can just break it down, man, He go produce. He learn how to build with his hands. He build the frame of the house. He builds the house. It's his house. But he marry his woman and bring the woman into the house, and she furnish it and she coordinate and make it a home. You see that? He builds the table and he bring the food home. She cooking and put that shit in bowls and make it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not finna sit here and act like we don't need y'all. No. If any man say that they don't need, if any black man, or when I say black, for people, he a damn lie, or he gay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. It's just time for us. It's time for us to revamp our culture. It's time for us to realign ourselves with our culture. So I just wanted to read this. This is a book of 1 Corinthians. Start the deal at 1, bro. I love that. Yeah, most definitely.
1 Corinthians. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of HaMashiach, Christ.
So the first man you need, your man need to be a follower of Yahushua HaMashiach, which is who they call Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. That's the first thing. He need to be a God-fearing man, and he need to have purpose. The only way the black man can have purpose and walk in his purpose is if he get that from the intellectual properties of the Messiah.
He has to be a spiritual man before you even mess with him.
Period. Because
cocaine,
a spiritual man has.
I'm not like that now. Excuse me.
Sorry. Go ahead, brother.
I just said you can't be no street nigga. You can't find no clown off the block. This is a spiritual man.
Where you gonna? I mean, my thing is, where you gonna get a street nigga gonna bring you the streets?
Yes.
You see that? A hood nigga gonna bring you a hood. A whole nigga gonna bring you home STDs and shit like that. Yes. But a God-fearing man is gonna a God-fearing man is gonna bring you.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean like that. I apologize. My bad, bro. I'm sorry. I didn't mean like that over here with these guys you dated. I apologize.
Juanito.
I apologize.
¿Qué te pasa?
So a God-fearing man is gonna bring you vision. A God-fearing man is going to help you find your purpose and who you are as a woman. A lot of our black women don't know who they are. They walk around with holes in their heart. They walk around trying to feel validated and don't know how to feel validated. It's because they're not walking in their purpose. It's because the European have gave y'all a mindset, and y'all trying to fulfill the European mindset and not the mindset of an Israelite black woman. And that's all I'm saying, Queen, is that's in your culture. When you get to your, like, imagine you sitting down and sewing. You would get more fun out of knitting some shit to, because that's what y'all, it's in y'all DNA to do. Yes. Or whipping together a bowl to feed a family and sitting back and watching your whole family eat. That's where y'all enjoyment at.
Proverbs 31.
Yes. That's why you always happy when you feeding Jaden.
Exactly.
Proverbs 31.
Somebody tries to touch Jaden, you ready to attack him. That's your mother's intuition.
So look, let's read this first. So look, let's let the scripture speak.
I gotta let y'all take the lead.
Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things. And keep the ordinance as I delivered them to you.
So Paul was saying we need to be keeping the commandments, the ordinance, the laws, the statutes, and remembering the judgments that Yahweh gave his people. Because when you following in the 10 Commandments, when a man is literally following Yahweh, he is able to lead his wife and his children, or wives and children, correctly. But first, we need a guideline. Just like how you supposed to be submissive to your husband, the man's supposed to be submissive to Christ, and Christ is submissive to Yahweh, the Father Creator.
Everybody got to
hierarchy. It's an order.
Yes, order.
Come on, brother.
But I would have you know, the head of every man is HaMashiach.
See that? So we have orders, and he have multiple wives, which is called Israel. There's millions of us, but all of us have to bow down and be submissive and have to follow our own purpose and have our own individual gifts to help unify and to help bring the fullness of him. So if Christ have millions of wives, which is Israel is one, and we all have to find and tune our own purposes and gift that by way of the Ruach HaKodesh, what they call the Holy Spirit. And we use this for the full God bodily head. Your purpose is to bring the fullness of Yahushua HaMashiach, who they call Jesus Christ. Just like your purpose for your man is to help him bring your fullness. You will develop and mature into your fullness as a woman while helping him. Like it works both ways.
You gotta be the right man. You gotta be the right man.
Yeah, most definitely. But see, the thing about it, woman is that is an electron. Man, we are more protons. Yes. So a woman is so even though the man supposed to find the woman literally finds the man secretly through her magnet. She's very magnetic. Woo! So however your consciousness is, you gonna find a nigga like that because you pull a man towards you. Notice, you don't see women stopping niggas walking down the street saying, "You look good, what's your number?" You see a man attention goes towards the woman because she's a magnetic. She can walk down the street and 20 Negroes will turn their head and be running trying to get her number. That shows you how magnetic you are. But you're only going to track what your consciousness project. So if you're getting bad men, that just means there's certain political structures inside your mindset that you need to change. Seriously. Come on.
And the head of the woman is the man.
See that? So the head of the woman is the man. Now what head in Hebrew is resh. Resh, that's what it means in Hebrew, resh. And that means where things go forth from. So if I'm the head, that means all of the producing, all of okay, I need to find a way out of this. Okay, how we gonna get this? We need to do this.
The woman does that.
No, the woman does it, but the man is the visionary.
Wow.
He writes down the blueprint. The blueprint comes from the resh.
Yes.
Then the woman gets it done.
Wow.
Just look, all you have to do is study. Look, the best thing you can do is study animals. For instance, study a lion in his pride.
Yes,
it's always a male. He don't have other males around. If he do have other males around,
he attacks them.
It's like a cousin or something. They fight all the time.
Yeah.
Notice what he does. He sit back and he find the spots to hunt. He find those spots. He find the spots. She goes out and get it and look. But when she go out and get it, they kill it right there. They do not eat until he get to the table. Once he take his first bite, then the women start eating.
Woo!
Like if you look
follow the animals,
man, look. I mean, if you follow nature, I wouldn't even say it's just nature. The natural construct that Yahweh have put on earth is crazy. It's like even if you got far away from the Bible, you can go into nature and look and still see the Bible.
Follow the Bible.
Still follow Yahweh. That's how beautiful and amazing He is. So let's keep reading that though.
And the head of the woman is the man.
So the head of the woman is the man. Come on.
And the head of HaMashiach, Christ, is God.
So everybody like, well, I mean, you worried about you got too many wives and I gotta bow down and listen to you. It's like, well, shit, I gotta share Christ with multiple other people and I gotta bow down and listen to Him. What's the difference? There is no difference. Come on.
That was it.
No, it gets deeper.
For if the woman be not covered, oh yeah, okay, I got you. Let her also be shorn.
Come on.
But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered.
All right, now covered. We can take this.
I didn't understand that one.
So I'm finna break it down. So it's two types of covering. Cover your head, but you're supposed to have a covering, which is a husband. A husband covers you, because it says in Scripture that a man was not created to be alone. All right, he had a commandment for us when he first created Adam and Kawah, who they call Adam and Eve, and that was to go forth and be fruitful and multiply. Was that a suggestion, brother?
That was a commandment.
That was a commandment.
So to go have sex and go make more people.
Yeah, but you can't have sex and make more people without a covenant. So a man and a woman was created to be with one another. A woman is never supposed to be alone, and a man is not supposed to be alone.
That's why women and men don't feel right alone.
Exactly.
They on dating sites.
It's long as shit.
They're searching for.
Because we have to build. We have to build.
Winter be lonely than the mother. You know what I'm saying? Cold, don't.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
No, you're right.
Let's keep reading.
Cold, man. Winter be cold and everything. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 7. For man indeed ought not to cover his head.
See that? Now we not supposed to cover our head. Come on.
For as much as he is the image and glory of Yah, or God, but the woman is the glory of the man.
See that? So this is how
the woman is the glory of the man.
So I'm going to show you the political, spiritual hierarchy in the household. So Sarah called Abraham Lord. Sarah was the wife of Abraham. She reverenced her husband so much she called him Adonai, or called him God. And the reason why she called him God is because he was the priest over his household. He was the prophet over his household, and he was the king over his household. What do the priests do? The priests pray in the household. The priest is the barrier between sin and righteousness in the household, meaning he's able to propitiate sins inside of his household. Go before the Almighty and get on his knees in his closet and
the
pray.
Original way.
Yes, okay, and pray over his household to make sure that sin is not dwelling in his household.
Yes.
What do I mean by prophet? He was supposed to bring the strong word of Yahweh to the household. We have to keep the commandments. You can't do this. You can't do that. You ain't going to be bringing this up in
That's
here.
what the original man was supposed to do.
Yes. Now, after he had fulfilled these two needs, now he's able to be king and rule over his woman. A man cannot properly rule a woman without being priest or prophet first.
A man can.
Prophet in his household first.
Because
where's he going to guide you spiritually?
Yeah, where's he going to take you?
You see what I'm saying?
To negativity.
You see? Yeah, basically. I I mean, yeah, to
Right?
to the lake of fire.
No, I'm trying.
No, it's worse than negativity. He's gonna take you to everlasting life in the lake of fire. Because let's talk about the big elephant in the room here. The big elephant in the room is that I have to die. Juanito have to die.
Yeah.
You have to die.
Wow.
My sister, you have to die. We all have to die.
Have to die.
Why all of we are dying to live, but nobody is nobody is living to die. Everybody living to die, but nobody is literally dying to live. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Meaning we need to be putting things up for when we leave here. How's that
Yeah. Setting up. Yeah, I'm setting up for my eternal life.
For instance, if I throw something up in this air, what's gonna happen to it? It's gonna come back down. So we see universal principles and laws.
Yeah.
We know that the shit is real.
Yeah.
We see what goes around comes around, but why are we not preparing for that? So for you being a righteous woman and following your man, this is teaching you things that you will be doing in the kingdom of Yahushua. Me being a righteous king and leader and making sure that I am leading you well, because there's going to be certain lots and provisions given to me when I'm in New Jerusalem. You see what I'm saying? So we are rehearsing for things to come.
So when you die, this is something that's going to be in your afterlife.
Exactly. We're going to be multiplying. Preparation. It's called rehearsing. We're going to be multiplying during the new millennium reign. If you go to Isaiah chapter 4:1, it says, "And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man."
Wow.
In that day. That's not today. What day is that? And you see that that's the millennium reign.
That's Christ. No men left.
Women
will attack one man. That means there's barely any men left on the earth.
Look, let's read.
So women will outlive men.
No, that don't mean that at all.
No? Okay, all right. It sounds like that. Like
no, it's saying what it's saying is going to be so horrifying in them days, and a lot of men are going to fall by the sword for the sins that they have. We're going to fall. We're going to die in war.
Wow.
That women is going to want that headship. They're going to want to be led. How they don't want to be led right now? They just want to have. They got the independent mindset. In those days, they want to be called. They're going to be saying, "I don't care how many women you got. I got my own money, my own clothes. Just let me be under your covering. I need your protection."
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? And these days are coming, but these days are coming right now. It's coming upon us right now. So the best thing we can do is to claim back liberty and freedom is to dig back into our culture. But you can't dig back into your culture without knowing your identity. And you can't know your identity without following, because your identity is your God. The word power. So everybody's talking about black group economics, black liberation, black power. Power in the Bible in Hebrew means El or Elohim or Elohim. That means God. So in order for the black man to get his power back, he must get his God back. Because guess what's attached to your God?
Power is God. Because power is not numbers.
No.
Power is not how many walks you do. No. And you go Black Lives Matter. No. You're not praising God.
If you're not praising God or worshiping God and following in his statutes and limitations, because that's where power comes from.
That's why it's not working.
I mean, just think about energy. For instance, the wind. Can you see the wind?
No.
But can you feel it?
Yes.
Wi-Fi. Can you see Wi-Fi?
No.
But ain't we connected to all these damn different things?
Yes.
So notice how they're powered up. Notice when you stick that plug into that socket, can you see the electricity feed in that socket? But we know it's there. You see that same thing that work with us. We are electrical conductivity beings. Wow. Our spiritual bodies are connected to this body by way of our nervous system. Wow. So what is powering and generating this body? What is keeping us alive? God. So, you see what I'm saying? So God. So imagine if we plugged our mindsets in with him. Imagine that. Imagine, look, you have something called, he's the Father Creator, the creator of the universe. This is how you know God is real. The sun rises on the east and sets on the west every fucking day.
Yeah, don't change.
It don't change.
Why don't change?
Because it's on the time. Who created the time?
Who created the time?
It's called.
Why don't go on the east one day and they create on the west?
There's always day and always night.
Yeah.
This is called circadian rhythm.
Yes,
scientific form.
Preach.
All right, so we know it's somebody governing that, right? So that means somebody must be governing you.
Yeah. So who creates the rain when it rains?
Exactly.
Everybody always come with some more scientific stuff. These tsunamis and all this, man. Who is doing that?
Yahweh.
Is it that powerful that some kind of, what they call the universe? They say the universe.
I mean, which is nothing but Yahweh, the creator of it. But this is what I'm saying. So imagine being...
But Yahweh, one second. Did Yahweh create any aliens?
Yes, aliens exist. They're called demonic entities, low dark frequency thought forms.
Okay, but they ain't got nothing to do with us and our
Yes,
own.
they do. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but we wrestle against principalities. The wicked are ruling this darkness in high places. These are talking about these archons.
Ooh.
Yeah, so this most definitely we're in a spiritual war, a spiritual battle, and that's the European power. Wow. His European power that's behind them is this guy named Samael. and who we call Hashatan, Satan, or Lucifer, who fell from the heavens. All of it is real, bro. It's real stuff. It's real stuff.
So aliens are part of that life.
I mean, yeah, they are. Or you got different aliens called Elion, which is a Hebrew word.
In the spiritual life, it's us.
Listen to me. We got a Hebrew word. Alien come from a Hebrew word, which is Elion, which means the Most High.
The Most High.
According to the white man, we are aliens.
Yes.
Because we don't come from Earth.
Yes.
We come from the heavens.
Yeah.
Our DNA came from a rock. I just did a whole lesson over there. No bull. Like we don't even come from the heavens. Our bodies are made from the earth, but our spirits, our soul, that comes from the breath of Yahweh. That's why it says that He breathed into the nostrils of Adam, and Adam became a living soul. That life came from the force of God. That came from His windpipes. So our vehicles come from earth. We're projecting through this vehicle. That's all. This is a vehicle. Remember we was talking about that outside. That's why you gotta give it fuel.
But the spirit inside me belongs to somebody.
Yes, exactly. It belongs to y'all.
And I got to follow the rules of this boss of mine.
Exactly.
Or I'm going to be tormented.
Exactly. You get
forever and ever.
You get it.
Simple.
Very simple.
Very simple.
The simplicity of HaMashiach.
Now let's go back. We just talking about the simplicity of HaMashiach. Now going back to that, the best way to live out this the right, correct way is to get back into our culture. Everybody want to know how to get back free, how to take back our culture, how to get back into black economics and black liberation.
Study.
It's more than study. It's living it. We can study all day and not apply it, and then it won't work for us. Exactly. So what it's going to take is for the black man to go back to his Hebraic culture and live back, take that ancient mindset of Abraham and start acting it out. It's going to take the so-called black woman to take that mindset of Sarah in Proverbs 31 and start acting it out. It's going to take the children like Jacob, who had a whole multitude of nations of people where we come from right now, to start honoring his father and his mother and get that back. The best way that the black man to take back freedom and liberation is following the 10 commandments of Yahweh. Now, this I want to show you how. Now, check out the construct and the way he set it up. This is like the blueprint to a black revolution. All right, thou shalt not have another God before me. Meaning that we're just going to solely and purposely worship this one true living God. That's the true creator of all things on earth. Meaning my intention is not going to be on the creation, but it's going to be on what? The creator. All right, so this is bringing into sovereignty. This is what brings our nation to sovereignty. Meaning we only have one judge, one ruler, one government. All right, this is going to create discipline and focus for the black man and the black woman. Right? The second one is don't have. So the first one's the second. Thou shalt not have any other gods before me. Then the second one is thou shalt not bow down to any graven images. We're not going to give our attention and our power to things that is made from creation. You see that? My soul person.
Music, rappers,
anything, because anything can become an image. You see that? Or an idol. You see that?
Yeah. It was like when Nipsey Hussle died, the whole world was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? It was almost like he was a god.
Yeah. Now the third,
they called him Jesus.
Exactly.
His name was God Will Rise.
You see that? But you see what I'm saying? You see how we just give things power?
And he jumped on it.
See that? Now the third one is don't use his name in vain. Meaning that we know that we are Hebrew Israelites. We know that we came from Yahweh himself. We should never be in front of any other nations of people. A prime example right here. Acting like damn fools. This is another nation that's sitting amongst us.
So but what we're doing. Man and I want to smash on him.
No, you can't
do that.
You can't.
Because I've been doing that lately.
No,
every time I say wood, I've been on him lately.
No, don't smash
him. Get out. You know what I mean?
You can't do that. But see, because look, this fight is not. Now it's going to be a physical battle, but we have to be prepared mentally first. This is psychological warfare.
Yes, ma'am.
You see what I'm saying? So look. So now the third one is thou shalt not use the Lord God name in vain. Everybody think they're saying God damn me. No, they're just asking God to damn you, dumbass. Which you ain't never supposed to do. Using Yahweh name in vain is being around another nation of people and acting like them. And giving them the falsehood to be able to point a finger and say, but you represent the Israelites.
Yeah.
This is what Yahweh children do.
Yeah.
That's using his name in vain. You see what I'm saying? So it's showing you how if you start following these 10 commandments, it'll align you, bro. Alright? Literally. So the fourth one is remember the Shabbat day and keep it holy. And that's Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. And on this day, you will not do any buying. You will not do any selling. You will not doing any trading. Do you realize how you will bankrupt the fucking system doing that? On one day, if all the black people in the world that are Hebrew Israelites, which is millions of us, on one day, shut down. We have shut down the economy. Do you realize how many millions of dollars we'll save if we followed this political hierarchy and structure according to the Bible? Do you realize that? See, look, the Bible is straight black economics and black liberation, but we're not practically applying the Torah, so it ain't working for us.
It ain't working.
You see that? The fifth one.
They gotta believe it.
Fifth one is honoring thy father and thy mother, for your days will be long upon the earth. And the reason why he said that, we have to practice that, is because if I don't honor the father of the scrotum I came from and the mother who womb that pushed me from her womb, then how can I honor Mother Earth? And how can I honor my Father Creator, which is in heaven?
But it's hard if the father wasn't there.
But we've been talking about that, though. So what I'm saying is...
Not how you honor a man that wasn't there.
So did you listen to what I'm saying? By doing this, Father, in order to keep this commandment, there have to be a father in the household. So if we teaching this to our young pups, our young lions growing up, then they gonna know that he need to take care of his children. According to the book of what book is that? Malachi chapter 4 verse 6 on out. It says in the end times that the father hearts will turn to their children, their children tender heart will turn back to their fathers. See, Yahweh deals with this construct of family. Even with his Hebrew language and letters, Aleph is the father of the household.
Yes.
Bet is the actual house. Gimma is the camel or the ride to the house. You see that? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like when you get into Hay, that's the windows. Dalet, that's the door. The Yahweh deals with nothing but this hierarchy and this construct, and he believes in family. He believed in family. See, what happened is the masculinity of man have left. You know what I'm saying? Our masculinity have left, man. But where we is at? All right, 6. Now, so these first 5 divine principle laws was to keep us connected to our intellect, our power, our solar power. All right, that's what's gonna keep us in line and keep us having vision. That's the blueprint. Then the next 5 is the deep ones, because this is how I treat my brothers. You know what I'm saying? This is how I treat my actual brothers.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Thou shalt not kill. Why would I kill my brother? Especially if we are army and we trying to create an army and we trying to bring this revolution here to America and all across the borders where our feet are planted at. If I'm killing you, then I done lost the man. And then it show you how you feel about Christ too, because Christ is our brother. Right. You see that? And the Romans killed him. So now you playing the dirty games of the European, which is to exterminate the so-called black man from off of planet Earth.
Ooh.
You see that? Ain't that crazy? Then the 7th one is thou shalt not commit adultery. Why would I go and lust after my brother's wife when there's so many millions of women in the world and they outnumber us 7 to 1? Wow. Why am I looking at my brother's good? And that's a very homosexual thought frame too, because once a man and a woman lay with each other, they become one. So if you look at her ass, you looking at his. Would you look at a man's ass? You see that? So these things will build up trust between the black man. You see that? Imagine
your homies around your broad, and then, you know what I'm saying, looking at your broad.
Guess what? He leave his woman in my household. She ain't gonna be touched. She ain't gonna be looked at. She gonna be fed. The sister's gonna be around her, and she gonna come out a better woman than she came in. You see what I'm saying? So imagine that. So that's gonna build up the trust between the black man. See, this is how you get back your masculinity. And then it's right. You see what I'm saying?
Wow. No, I know.
It gets deep.
I'm right here with you, fam.
Yeah. Then the second one is thou shalt not steal. I mean,
that's beautiful.
Yeah. Now we get into thou shalt not steal. Why would you take anything that's not yours? Most of the time that you're stealing, you are in the neighborhood or in the proximity of your black brothers and sisters anyway. Why you ain't? And I'm not endorsing going into the white neighborhoods and the European neighborhoods to steal. But I'm saying most of the time you're taking from the ones that's inside of your culture.
Yeah.
See that the 10 Commandments is here to bring stability and power and unity to our people, bro.
Yes.
Straight up. And then thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Meaning don't have a lying tongue. Don't bring me falsehood. Yes. You know, be truthful. A man is true to his word. Yes. A man stick to his word. A man say what he mean and mean what he say. You see that? Imagine having that around your children when your children know you're not a liar. Your wives know you're not a liar. Wow. They know that, hey, if he say he gonna do this, it's gonna get done and they ain't gotta worry about it. You see how the Most High commandments is made to truly turn us back into kings?
Wow.
It's to turn us back into kings.
Yes.
And then look, the last but not least is thou shalt not covet. Why would I covet and be jealous of what you have and be jealous of your property when group economics was just in the first 9 of the 10 commandments? All I have to do is tell you, because you love me enough, show me how you did that. Show me how to get money. How you do that? And then once I make that, let's put our money together and we can make our own banking system. You see what I'm saying? Look, the Bible is the black man's freedom, bro. It is. But everybody's teaching it's the white man's book. Wow. It's the biggest 2-3 in the world, boy. Straight up. The biggest hustler trick in the world. Because they know if we find that book and we tap back into that book, we get right back into the reality of who our power is, which is Yahweh. And with if Yahweh is for us, who can be against us?
Wow.
Ain't this deep?
You got that, Marlana?
Trying to get it all. I'm trying to soak it all in.
Nah, I got it.
You got that, Young Lazy?
Got it.
Clarence?
Locked in.
All praises, man.
Right. So look, now the thing is,
Mighty didn't hear that.
but
I need to talk to my sister.
so look,
Because that was so much information. There was no more you could say. And that answer you gave was, I don't know, man. I need to look
So look, this is what I'm saying.
That was sounding like, almost like, I don't want to believe that a man could be with other women.
Look, I
Is
got
that the part?
Look, I got a question.
Nah,
I got a question.
That ain't it.
I got a
She's
question.
listening.
Nah, she's listening, bro. She told me
She's
I feel the
listening.
spirit.
That's
So
facts.
So with
listening.
everything that's been said though,
Don't
and
worry about what he's talking
and
about.
since y'all know all of this, knowledge and information now, so we was created to pass down information and to live out information and to experience reality through the information that Yahweh have given us. So once you hear something, what's going to make you a man, a king, or what's going to make you a woman and a queen is what you do with the information.
Yes.
So my question to you, queen, and to you, king, what are y'all going to do with this information that Yahweh just brought through your brothers and cousins to give to y'all? Or y'all just going to take this and it's going to go through one ear and out the other? Or is y'all going to apply this to y'all lives and really, really change your consciousness? And that way you can be truly happy and quit pretending like y'all happy. We can be truly fulfilled and quit pretending and walking around like we fulfilled when we know good and damn well we not. You see what I'm saying? It's really time to truly tune in into who we are as a nation of people and start adding to that. That is our purpose. Our sole purpose is to rebuild the nation of Israel. So I just hope and pray that y'all take that information, even if y'all don't start following it right away, dig more into the information and start putting y'all feet out there.
Yes.
That way the next time, because the next time you see a brother after you drop jewels like that, I'm supposed to be seeing change. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Whole household order didn't change.
Yeah.
So I just, like, what y'all going to do with the information? Y'all going to apply it?
I was hoping that I could get some more information
Oh,
to
gotcha.
talk to the women.
I'ma bring- yes,
That's
I'ma-
the first thing I want to do.
We're going to make sure you get them their numbers now.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
All praise, but at least you got some. What about
At
you,
least you
brother?
telling the truth.
Yeah,
though, man.
yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, I like that
Thank
sister.
you, Juanita.
Now, what you going to do?
Me, I wanna go ahead and just follow the rules of the scriptures that you told me so far. Dig deeper into it, but I want to start off by just kind of like everything you gave me and using that forward in life just for what I got now out of the situation, which is just how you feed your body, how you present yourself, how you look at the world, you know what I'm saying, how you come at your brothers, you know what I'm saying, how you respect people, how you come at your
So you
people.
talking about keeping the Ten Commandments?
Keeping the Ten Commandments, and also just, you know what I'm saying, basically just learning more about Israelite, being more of a spiritual person, like, you know what I'm saying, with the food and
You planning to do with your white girl?
You sound
the white girlfriend part, you know what I'm saying, that's another one I wanted to say, but I don't want to say it. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want to say nothing that I wasn't
A lot
already.
of white women.
You know, it ain't about that.
It'd be hard to give
we
it
have
up.
a relationship and stuff already together, but it did push me a certain way to say, you know what I'm saying, why am I with this situation?
Yeah.
And do I want to be in this situation on my change?
I mean,
You know what
I mean, this is what I recommend. Don't. I'm serious with this, brother. Don't be a part of the problem. How can we say Israelite lives matter, and how can we pump that we are separating ourselves and we're coming out of Babylon when we laying down with Babylon every
You
night?
see?
I'm gonna say that, brother. Now you can take the information.
That's what I'm saying. That part I didn't want to say.
Because I'm not gonna pump.
That
I'm not gonna pump
that
the
was
black
the main
fist.
thing I wanted to say. The first thing I wanted to say when you asked me my question was, I wanted to cut that out. But I didn't want to say it because it was like, okay, I had to make sure that was 1,000 with me. You feel me?
Yeah.
The first thing I
mean,
wanted to say was
that might take some work, bro.
The racial, you feel
Yeah.
me? And I wanted to maybe be single for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And then if I do find a sister that understood where I was coming from, and I feed her my information and play that role, you know what I'm saying? But I have to do more studying so the whole body has to be fed.
Yeah, exactly.
You only gave me a couple bites, so I got a little bit of hunger, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I like the taste of that, but I got to feed that.
Most
Just like when I found out about garlic and lemon and honey. Now I've been doing it for 4 to 5 months, you feel me? Feeding myself with this alkaline and shit like that, because once I believed in it, that it would take care of my body. Until you told me that garlic was bad, I felt like that was
Too much
the way.
garlic.
Too much garlic.
I do a lot of garlic.
Yeah,
Too
no,
much
that'll
garlic.
burn.
feel me?
Definitely burn a hole in
I'm
your
like
stomach.
this. I'm thinking garlic stop the flu. You feel me? I don't want
It will stop the flu, but garlic can kill you too.
But once I believed in it, I took full fledged.
I see what you're
Just
saying.
like I believed in, okay, you put on the weight, because I was normally a skinny nigga. Put on the weight, you know what I'm saying? I be a little size, I could whoop a nigga easy.
Yeah,
You feel me?
I
You see what I'm
I
saying?
get your mindset.
It's all in the mental. So once I get into my mental that I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it for sure.
All praise.
There's no nothing that's gonna stop me.
Well, hey,
feel me?
welcome to your journey, brother.
Yo,
welcome to your journey.
So I'm with it. I apologize for that, but yeah, one thing I want to stop is the liquor. I want to stop eating bad food.
They take shots. It's okay to drink liquor, right?
Yes, most
No,
definitely.
no, not on a daily. Like
No, yeah, can't get drunk. Can't get drunk.
No, this
It's
ain't about
a
that.
sin to be drunk, and you ain't supposed to be.
It's
putting
better to
alcohol
cut it
in
off
all
if you
that.
can't control it.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
as soon
I
as you
agree.
feel like you're getting drunk, then you gotta stop.
No. So it's a difference
just cut
between
it off.
being. Hold on. So according to Scripture, here's an issue if you're drinking and you forget the 10 Commandments. If you drinking and you start sinning, you drinking and your legs wide open and you just let this
that's
dude-
what it do.
Yeah, that's when you stop it. That's when you shut it off because
what it do.
now you're sinning. But if you sipping and we toasting up to the Most High and we talk about what, like for instance, we've been sipping, but all of this has been very, very proactive. You see what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with that. The angels in the heaven right now are rejoicing because we're speaking on the behalf of our Father Creator. You see what I'm saying? That's something totally different.
Yeah, but still, yeah. So that's what I want to start with. Is basically the inner me, and it may make it like the whole me. But yeah, I want to do a lot more studying. Everything you gave me was enough information to say, you know what I mean, that was all factual. You know what I mean? There was nothing that you said that was false. So I want to go ahead and push forward towards that. You know what I mean? I want to be more powerful human being than what I am. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to cut out a lot of things, including the alcohol, including the smoking. And just kind of be more in tune with this one. You feel me? And then I can, you can't study something if you drunk. Like right now, I'm tipsy. I've been drinking all day, but for some reason I'm sobered up.
Yeah,
you feel me?
What the spirit
it don't make me. I'm not woozy. I drank a lot today from Sacramento to back, but for some reason I can hear everything you're saying is clear. I wanted my sister to hear, but now everybody can get it how they want to get it. I'm gonna do for me right now.
Hallelujah.
You feel me? And I take it what I want to take. She takes what she want to take.
Hallelujah.
And when I go home to my woman, we having major issues. Maybe it ain't what we're supposed to be in. You feel me?
Maybe.
I love you. I'll give you a hug. And I might be moving out soon. You feel me? Because I got money to do it. I own my car. So why am I with you? For what? You're not adding to this beast. This is a beast. I feel like I'm a beast. Not a beast like a devil beast, but a beast for God.
Let's just say a man of God. Then.
A man of God.
Yeah, we don't want to associate ourselves with
the devil. Yeah, man. So I just want to, I might have to shake her, get on my own, sit back, man, open the book, man, buy my solo. Whatever woman comes, present me then, and she can come.
Well, these are my last words for you, brother. Just find your purpose and walk in it, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
yes, sir.
Look, we need you. Look. The black man need the black man.
Yes.
The black man need the black woman, bro. Like we vitally need you, bro. We need you.
And I got a platform. I do music.
A lot of us.
I'm thinking about doing music like that.
We do music too.
Yes, I rap dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the best out in this area. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's other rappers that are good, but lyrically I can rhyme. You feel me? And I can do some harmonizing too. My father was a singer. But I'm thinking about, my next EP that I put out, just be on some smoke. You know what I mean?
I don't like
just
saying brothers.
Even if we do some
Eddie
songs,
was like,
you.
Eddie always get down. You know what I'm saying? I was
me?
like, Eddie good for me, but he get down.
Yeah, no, man. Especially, it doesn't matter how good you are, it's what you're talking about. Exactly. I can be the best rapper talking about that's nothing.
And I told
you.
Yeah,
if you're talking about something that's more than me, guess what? That's the best rapper. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah. I ain't no good rapper, bro. I ain't talking about nothing.
Well,
and I told you.
Change. Start talking.
Remember I said that?
Yeah,
I was like, all y'all rappers.
I put out an EP. I checked on DistroKid to see my sales had like $135. You know what I'm saying, bro? So nobody ain't buying my stuff. So they don't want to hear it. They already hear enough of it. So I got to do something that changes it. You feel me? I ain't saying I promoted it big time. I only did it on Instagram still. You know what I mean? Damn, man. Okay, what is it?
Well, our main purpose now is Israelite revolution. And that's the only thing we should be talking about. That's the only thing we need to be teaching our children, teaching our women. Our women need to learn how to use guns. Our women need to learn how to sew. They need to learn how to cook efficiently for man to bring phytonutrients to his body. Our men need to learn how to build. Our men need to learn how to form. Our men need to learn how to use weapons. Our men need to learn combat training, tactitional training. Only thing we should be focused on as of now, is keeping the commandments of Yahweh and getting ready for this war that's coming. Yahweh's coming back with a sword, and if you on his side, you good. If you not, man, you going down. So, you know what I'm saying? That sky finna crack, man. Like, it's coming.
You see it.
We too late into the game to be bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We really is. So, I mean, if it ain't about uplifting our community and our ethnicity as a race of people and following Yahweh, man, I ain't even with it. I don't got shit else to talk about, bro. Because there's nothing else to talk about. Nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, like, even with the women, I can't even get a sexual arousement if a woman ain't even on that type of path. I'm not even sexually stimulated by it no more. It's just, them just ass and tits at that point. It's like, I need that, okay, she for the nation. That's all we've been on, and man, we created something called the Black Messiah Project that we've been doing, and we've been heavy in the streets with it every Thursday, all around St. Louis, and basically we starting to create a lot of programming for the community where we at. Food and programs, teaching the women how to sew and men how to use their weapons, and I mean, like, man, it's finna take over. It's just, I realize what we finna have to do. This ain't our last stop. Me and him we finna have to travel, and just drop these Jews. And it's just what it is, man.
It's only take a couple soldiers to spread the word to a whole.
That's it.
He said, I know 1,000 people.
He said send them out 2 by 2.
He sent them out 2 by 2, brother.
Hey, you already know, we go. You remember how we used to do in the wickedness, you know what I'm saying? We ride where we ride to.
Yeah, we go straight to the hood.
You know
Straight to the hood. Because
Yeah.
that's where the soldiers at.
Yes,
We gotta change who the enemy is to them. The enemy is us. It's like, no, my nigga, this is the enemy. Let's link up.
Yeah, but it's just like you said, it's just like me going to the studio. Okay, I create a song, and whoever's in the studio, I know what you talking about. You feel me? And I give them a little bit of game. You feel me? And open up their eyes. Boom. And what you talking about, man?
But you gotta know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, you got to know. That's why I don't want to speak until I'm spoken to. And you gave me enough information, but not enough. So I got to do my own research.
But you know enough to know wrong from right.
Yeah, I can open up some eyes and I can.
So I always tell them that, even if before you teach who they are as a people.
Yeah, Sam.
You know is what you doing uplifting your race, or is it killing your race?
Exactly.
Or you part of the problem, my nigga.
Yes.
All right, that's simple. That's simple.
That's simple. So I can do that.
Of course.
But now.
Yeah, and then
that's what I'm gonna do.
But the Spirit quicken who He will. I might meet you a month from now. You may know way more than me, because the way that the Most High touch people is always different. I don't know it all. I just know what I want, and I know what Yahweh want. What I have found is my purpose. So it might seem like that I'm very knowledgeable. I just know who I am as an individual.
Yeah, no,
you can't 2-3 me. You can't tell me what it is. I know what I love. I know what I want. I know where I'm going. I know who I am, and I know what I'm gonna be.
Yes.
Any man like that is a fucking weapon. I'm a weapon. So, but it's more. But it's more weapons. You can. I can say I'm a Glock. This niggas out here with AR-15s. It's way powerful than me. But I know what I am. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So find your purpose. Find your purpose.
I'm a 38 special.
38 special. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm an AR-15, 223, man. You know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to beat that.
But that's how
the difference between any of those.
Well, I'm gonna kill you regardless.
See, that's why we gotta get you into this culture and get you learning, because like first you have to weaponize the mind. Once you weaponize the mind, then you weaponize the body. Like true liberation comes through health and longevity. We have to start eating correctly before we can start receiving.
Exactly.
Because Yahweh will speak to you different when you on that light code food.
Yeah.
You know
If you drinking and the next day you got a hangover.
Bro, I seen the other day, man. I was watching my cousins. Them right there. Them right there.
Who?
Yo. I was watching them, right? They had a whole table, man, full of abomination. They had a whole I'm talking about they had a whole table full of abomination.
I know you blue.
And I was like, oh,
y'all know what pork
man.
do to you, right?
I was like, oh.
Y'all know pork in there. Was there some pork in there?
The sausage.
Nah, it's the sauce. Y'all had the
But
sauce. Y'all had the shrimp.
Y'all know what y'all eating?
Crab.
Y'all literally eating the defecation of fish, and these things are
They eat
neurotoxins.
the bottom of
Yep, they eat shit off the bottom of the ocean floor. It's called neurotoxicity. And what it's doing is calcifying your pineal gland. It's raising your blood pressure. It's turning off your autonomic nervous system by way of your adrenal glands, and it's giving y'all all types of pinworms, hookworms, and parasites.
Wow.
It literally cuts your connection from Yahweh.
Bro, they had
crabs,
they had a whole
bottom feeder.
Bro, they had the whole table. I'm like thinking to myself, oh my.
Shrimp too, right? Shrimp.
No, hold on.
Oh my goodness!
I
Leviticus chapter 11. Leviticus chapter 11.
Leviticus chapter 11.
Yeah, go there. Before you go there, man, let's hit that Isaiah. Hit that Isaiah. Isaiah 66.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I know what it is.
Okay, I got you, bro. We out, bro.
All right, Isaiah 66. This is going to be the last one then.
All right, last one right here.
Yeah,
Last one.
man.
Isaiah 66, verse...
We was at my house, would have been good. We should have
Started
went to my house. Y'all could have stayed tonight. I got an extra room, everything.
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire.
Okay, my question is this. Have Yahweh came with fire yet and destroyed this whole earth with fire?
No.
No. So this haven't happened yet, right?
No.
All right, come on. Because a lot of pastors will tell you that, the law's done away with. You can come eat and do this and do that now. But we see that this is a prophecy that haven't been fulfilled. Come on.
And with his chariots like a whirlwind.
Have the chariots, have the spaceships entered this atmosphere and came and took back its people yet? No, it haven't.
No.
To render his anger with fury.
Uh-huh.
And his rebuke with flames of fire.
Come on.
For by fire and by a sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
Now, what do you mean by plead? He ain't talking. Pleading is not like when you go plead your case to a judge. Pleading means to judge. Shaphat in Hebrew. That means to judge.
Okay, I'm a
so
judge.
He coming to judge with all flesh. Come on.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
See, they come back. It's a war. War is coming.
Yeah.
Or we mentally prepared. Or we psychologically prepared for this war that's coming. We have to be disciplined for real. Men need to control their lust, their penises, their anger, and women need to control this secret energy that they be putting out on men. It's time for us to be disciplinaries for real. Ooh. That's the only way we're gonna have to bring this revolution. We have to be disciplined. Come on.
They that sanctify themselves.
See that? They that sanctify. Sanctify means to cleanse. Tahar in Hebrew, to cleanse. So he's saying he coming back and killing those who cleanse themselves with what?
And purify themselves. In the garden.
In the garden, remember the Garden of Eden, what was going on? That she ate from the wrong tree, and then once she got that knowledge from that tree, she gave it to Adam, and then for that, we all die. Yes. Now look, he talking about the end times though. So he's finna come and he's gonna judge and kill those who sanctify and purify themselves in the garden. The garden is the mindset, according to the Bible. If you get to the book of Matthew.
He didn't talk about the Garden of Eden. He said the garden meaning your mind.
Your mind, the field. Come on.
Behind one tree in the midst.
Behind one tree in the midst, come on.
Eating swine's flesh.
Eating swine's flesh.
That's pigs.
Pigs. See that? Now look, this is the thing about Christ. Christ is so infinite in his wisdom.
So bacon is no good.
He breaks things down two ways. So look, I got a question for you. Would you hang around a pig nigga? Would you hang around the police? A pig?
No.
All right. Would you let a backstabbing nigga in your house?
No.
You see what I'm saying?
Kill him before you get in.
So why would you eat swine? Because that's what it represents.
Yeah,
you see that?
Snitch. I'm eating a pig.
Yeah, you wouldn't hang around a rat, would you? A mouse, would you?
And I'm putting him in my body.
So look, so why are you putting it in your body?
In my body.
So it says he gonna kill those behind a tree in the midst of the garden, eating pig and swine flesh, and what else?
And the abomination.
And the abomination what?
And the mouse.
And the mouse. The Chinese people, all they eat is mice now. But notice, would you hang around a mice snitching ass nigga?
No.
So why would you eat it? Why would you put these type of things in your body?
Yeah, the Asians do that weird shit.
Yes, they do.
I mean, they're not our people.
But we do the same thing spiritually. A snitch get out, we cool with them. We hang around pigs all day. A pig is a glutton. You know what a pig does? His mind frame? It eats anything. And all it does is want to fulfill the flesh. See that? That's why I said
snitch on anybody. He'll tell on anybody.
Or he's very greedy. He'll rob you. He'll take things from you. He's not thinking about. He's not looking out for you.
Yeah,
and imagine we eating these things. He's a pig. He's sloppy.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So even though look, we have to watch what we eat and entertain, brother.
Wow.
And that's an abomination. The Most High hate that. When it said abomination, I mean he hated. So we have to watch what we put in our mouths. We have to. This is a body of Yahweh. This body belongs to Yahweh. It's supposed to be cleansed and purified for the Holy Spirit can come dwell in it. It can't do that with pork. Can't do that with bottom feeders. It can't anything that's against Leviticus 11. You can't eat it, brother.
Wow.
It'll stop you.
What about alcohol?
Shall be consumed together, saith the Lord.
See that should be consumed together.
What was it?
Shall be consumed together. So you're gonna die with the pig you eat.
Wow.
So yeah, we leave it off right there.
That's crazy. That was in?
No,
That was
wow. You know what I'm saying? We can go all night, you know what I'm saying, with this, but this is like a session.
It's so
you know what I'm saying, with my cousins out here in California.
I'm the only one.
And I've been talking to them for years. But it takes sometimes somebody that they ain't grew up with it. Somebody that they don't even know to come and spit the truth for them to receive it. You know what I'm saying? Hence the reason why HaMashiach told us to go about 2 by 2. You know what I'm saying? I came here to California to holler at my daughter But now I'm holding out my cousins, and now they got the truth. You know what I'm saying? Marlana and Young Life, Clarence, you know. So I ask y'all to pray for them, that they receive it, that they continue in it. You know what I'm saying? And all praises for Most High working through our brother YAH'KI.
Working through us, brother. I ain't do this by myself.
Yes, sir.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, I mean.
There's power in the room. I can feel it.
Hallelujah.
Most definitely.
Hallelujah.
Ain't
With that
no
being
just
said,
me
y'all.
sitting here wanting to listen.